Why am I fond of midsize cars? I can actually give a number of reasons, but if it just boils down to one factor, then it has to be balanced. These midsize cars possess the nimbleness of small cars and the riding refinement of large cars. Well, a lot of you would say that not all of these vehicles are like that, and I completely agree with you on that. However, it's a different story if we are talking about the luxury segment already. This is the arena where you can see all the good stuff, if you are willing to pay their sticker prices and the rest of the potential inclusions you might want to get. Hello everyone, this is Ted from CarlandTV. Hop in the back seat as this episode will tour the best midsize luxury SUVs that you should buy in 2024 due to their opulence and performance. Be sure to check them out one by one. Before I start, please hit the subscribe and notification bells. Those little clicks will help grow the channel and drive more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. 2024 Volvo S90. For starters, the Volvo S90 is a plug-in hybrid sedan that competes directly against the BMW 3 Series, Toyota Prius Prime, and Mercedes-Benz's flagship S-Class. The base trim of the 2024 S90 costs about $60,000 or so. It has all the things that you would expect from a luxury car, such as its upscale exterior styling and luxe cabin layout and construction. There's even a hint of practicality in this sedan, thanks to its spacious rear seats and roomy trunk. But here's a little side comment. I just find its infotainment a bit too quirky to navigate. I mean, I know that this is a luxury car, but it doesn't have to be overcomplicated, right? Now, moving on to that, I think that the S90 is an appropriate competitor to the Mercedes E-Class, but in terms of overall quality, the E-Class can leave this Volvo car wanting. Still, its powertrain strikes a good balance between performance and efficiency. In particular, it uses a V6 mild hybrid engine that makes up to 295 horsepower and kicks the sedan to 60 miles per hour in just 6 seconds or so. You may think that it's kind of slow for a luxury car, but its 8-speed automatic transmission prevents it from becoming a bland, tasteless transport. 2024 BMW 5 Series. BMW is a name that heralded luxury into vehicles. As long as there's a BMW emblem or logo on a car, that's already a clue that you'll have a good time driving that thing. The BMW 5 Series, its latest model year in particular, is a quintessential BMW. It has a modern chic styling and includes an athletic driving verve that you wouldn't expect from the car. It's a mid-size car, keep that in mind. But on the flip side, its cabin feels like you are riding a large sedan. Compared to its predecessors, today's 5 Series cocoon has been stretched out, so both the front and rear seats have enough wiggle room. It's also interesting that BMW offers a Veganza upholstery for the 5 Series, and this is an option vegan folks can take if they don't want the leather route. Meanwhile, the in-car tech for the 5 Series is sufficient to keep you seated and relaxed. They are also streamlined so that they won't cause obstructions, such as its automatic climate control system being directly embedded in the dashboard so that it won't be an eyesore. As far as I am concerned, the 5 Series is also designed to give drivers the best view and seating position behind the steering wheel. And let's talk about its 2 trims, which are the 530Y and 540Y. The base 530Y has a 255 horsepower turbo 4-cylinder engine, which is a bit weaker than what other midsize cars offer. It's also being offered in a standard rear-wheel drive, with the option to get an all-wheel drive. The 540i is a better choice for those who want athleticism and speed, thanks to its standard all-wheel drive and 375 horsepower turbocharged inline-6 engine. But in the grand scheme, both of these powertrains accelerate fast, and there's no dullness and roughness when they operate. The best part about the 5 Series is that it's a bit more affordable than some of the mid-size cars in the luxury segment. Its base trim is only $58,000, which is still not cheap, by the way, but not as expensive as its rivals. It serves as a viable option for first-time premium car buyers. 2024 Audi A7. So far, the 2024 Audi A7 is one of the more expensive luxury midsize SUVs that I've listed here. Its entry-level premium trim has a price of $73,000, while the highest prestige trim sits comfortably at $81,000 or so. But this is an Audi anyway, so I think there should be no issue when it comes to its price tag. What is so impressive about this sedan is that it's not just meant to impress people with its luxe cabin and sleek exterior. For its class, it's one hell of a practical ride, thanks to its fuel economy and spacious compartments for both its passengers and their cargo. The appointments are beautiful, with the trims and upholstery being made from premium materials. Its in-car tech is sufficient. The controls are laid out properly to avoid confusion, and yeah, it offers good driving ergonomics for its driver. Now, the base Audi A7 already uses a turbocharged V6 engine that guarantees 335 horsepower. Ride this one on a straight, empty freeway, and you'll feel that it has a lot of speed. Its all-wheel drive system and 7-speed dual-clutch auto transmission also help ensure that it gets enough road engagement to keep you on the edge of your seat. And before I forget, this powertrain gets adequate assistance from a 48-volt hybrid system. This one doesn't add more ponies to its powertrain, but it ensures that the A7 isn't lagging on the road. The suspension of the 2024 A7 also impresses me. It's not stiff, and it lets the car drive without having you worry about impacts disturbing your ride. Plus, did I say that this car stops when you want to? Step on the brakes and it will halt without going too far from the initial point. So overall, the 2024 A7 is quick, relaxed, and refined. These are the things that make this midsize SUV an excellent pick for loaded buyers. 2024 Genesis G80. I'm always compelled by the recent release of the Genesis brand, especially with its midsize G80. The latest G80 is just oozing with road personality. It has a stylish and sleek exterior and a visually stunning grille design. Meanwhile, the svelte interior of this car is not just for show. It's comfortable, spacious, and, by all means, practical. It's the kind of cabin that you would expect from a car that costs about $55,000 or so for the base model. If we are just strictly talking about its cabin, then the Genesis G80 is definitely better than most of its competitors, like the E-Class, which I'm going to talk about in a short while. Of course, this is not just a beautiful midsize car. Its aesthetics are just the cherry on top. It's not a small car, so it's proper that under its hood, a robust, fine-tuned powertrain is always ready. The base model of the G80 is offered with a 300-horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and you also have the option to get a twin-turbo V6 engine, which runs the car with 375 horsepower. It accelerates fast, but it does so with utmost finesse. It's not noisy when on hard acceleration. While it's a sports sedan, it is already athletic enough to make each of your drives far from boring. This is then matched by its crisp handling, precise steering, and a suite of driving assistance features that make it a car you would certainly fall in love with on your first drive. 2024 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. The latest model of the E-Class is both sexy and sweet. It's a sleek rider that offers a guaranteed smooth driving experience for its passengers. It is a transport service for executives, but who said you can't give one to yourself? The driving verve of the E-Class is reminiscent of most Benz cars out there, but its platform inclines to replicate what the S-Class has. So you can really expect a lot of good things from this ride. The base model of the 2024 E-Class, which is the E350, has a price of $63,000 and is already equipped with a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 255 horsepower. It's not timid at all. Go to its higher E450 trim, and the ponies increase to 375. So yeah, it's not just elegant but powerful as well. What's more impressive is the fact that both robust powertrains aren't fuel-thirsty machines, even if they are paired with a standard all-wheel drive. The base engine, for instance, achieves 24 miles per gallon in cities and 33 miles per gallon in freeways. There's only a little drop in the fuel economy once you go for its E450 variant. These EPA estimates, by the way, and as far as I'm aware, are pretty reliable. The real prize is in its cocoon. The entire cabin is truly upscale, ensuring comfortable accommodations for its passengers. No cheap materials were used, the seats are pretty much supportive, and there's enough headroom and legroom for you to move around. The trunk of this sedan has enough room for your daily cargo too. And that completes our list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely. Drive safely.